I turn off my microphone, I turn it on, it comes on its own. I don't even know. All right, we're good. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth. No financial advice. I was reading something. I apologize, yes. Hey, good morning. I want to see Marantz in space helmet and shit. Never gets old. Let's effing go. Yeah, Justin, I want to see you go back to work. I read what you wrote. Justin said, Marantz, I'm tired. Or I'm bored. And my nose is itching. I don't know. Don't worry. It's not my imitation of Trey Trades. I apologize. But, I'm here, guys. Appreciate you. All right, we're going to go over a lot today. Have to. We had the whole weekend. And then I was at work and I was, at home last night. Probably went to bed around midnight. Woke up at 5, ready to go. Now I just start reading headlines and start thinking. And you got to brainstorm. Then you stop. You actually stop doing some of the homework to play a game of TFT. And now the truth is, it blows your mind what's coming over the feed here. First, I want to give a shout out right now to Ryan Cohen for having a plan with GameStop. That's the first thing. One of my best investments of my lifetime. What alert is going off right now while I'm live? What is this? I got to shut everything down. Damn it. That sucks. I just read somebody said that their wife might get into the probationary layoffs. Okay, so right now there's some layoffs being mentioned and being announced. Plenty of layoffs that are coming are going to be from companies. I mean, hell, even Starbucks is laying off 1,000 corporate employees, and a lot of people are saying that they're gearing up for what's coming. Right, this downturn and/or this implementation of AI. What is it? Is it the markets are coming down? I mean, look at this. Even my phone is going off. Like, I've got to turn everything off around me, guys. I apologize. I usually go live around 9 o'clock. It's 8:30-ish right now, Pacific Standard Time. It's because I need to get ahead of my day. It's February 24th. February's over. I can't believe how fast it went. But it's good. It's a good thing to be over because we're ready to get to earnings report for GameStop, which is in March. I know Nvidia earnings are coming up on Wednesday. That's why this market is at a standstill. If you guys are not looking at the market itself, it's burning down from last Friday to now. Friday had expired. They expired. I think it was like $2 trillion worth of options, if not more, 2.7 trillion, 2.5 trillion. And the whole market sold off. The whole market burned down, and there's no getting it back. Those earnings that were out there, I don't think they're ever coming back. But Nvidia is a catalyst. Nvidia is a $3 trillion company that has seen the best of times over the last 2 years. It's the darling of Wall Street. The problem that I have with it is it's extremely disconnected from value and or competition. The fact that their margins are over 50% and the rest of the companies in the AI space are at 20%, meaning Nvidia can charge whatever they want because they're the only game in town. No, there's plenty of competition, whether it be AMD or Intel, which is really not competition, Broadcom, which could be, but there's other companies out here that are building and thinking for the future of AI. I get it. But here's where I'm disconnected from the whole market. I don't even have to look at these charts to know why I'm disconnected. Check this out. I've already told you this, but people seem to not listen. The last 10 years of this market, whether you're Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, or any of them, right? Any of the Mag 7, the last 10 years have been glorious. And they put you at these valuations of $3 trillion, $2 trillion, like trillion. Well, I can tell you the next 10 years is not going to give you what these last 10 just did. I showed a chart in the Discord where it shows you we're at the peak of value. And the value being not just, PE ratios. There's other factors involved. And when you think about price to book, PE ratio, you think about just capital itself, the cost of capital. And you have to go down the run and you have to see just how overvalued this market is. It's at the top. It's at the top. When your market breadth is, you have more decliners and advancers, yet you still are producing all-time highs. Makes you wonder. Makes you wonder what's happening. Then you see a headline like today. You see $500 billion earmarked for America from Apple. Tim Cook comes out and says he wants to spend money here. Take his operations from Mexico and bring them here and vice versa. Always trying to do something different just to put out a pub. That's a political stunt. To put a big branding of here's $500 billion and we're going to build a new facility in Houston. And okay, well, did you see what else is happening? Did you see Microsoft announce that they're shutting down at least 2 data centers? That they're not doing the Chilean data center, that they're not doing the one in Wisconsin or Indiana or wherever the hell they're going to be. Oh, no, they don't need... Remember, they're not chip constrained. They don't need the chips, Nvidia. That's Microsoft. You see, this big ring around the rosy at the top that I've tried to tell you guys cannot sustain unless they continue to spend money. And the real headlight flashing is not just insiders selling off, not just the bulk of Wall Street selling off, which you've seen. You've seen a mass sell-off right now. And we'll point it out with the stocks you see. But Nvidia's earnings are on Wednesday, and I ask you, I implore you to do the homework. Mark-to-market accounting. They mark-to-market. And that means that they front-load the number, guys. I can't say it enough. They take their full contract and count it as revenue today for money owed later on. Could you imagine running your business on money that people owe you rather than the cash you have in front of you? No one does this but Nvidia. And Nvidia is telling you we have these contracts and they're going to pay us. Okay. How do you make a new contract? People are already penciled in for Blackwell chips. They're already penciled in for the next 5 years, 3 years, 5 years, however long these contracts are. Is there another 3 to 5 year contract? Are there hundreds of billions of dollars coming down to you, Nvidia? I'm asking because at $3 trillion, when are we going to get to $6 trillion? Somebody has to show me where this cash comes from. And then when you show me where the cash comes from, you're going to tell me all the Wall Street, basically. We just can't make up trillions of dollars of market cap and say, you know what, this is what it is. It came from where? From thin air? We have a serious issue here. This market is going to correct. And the one indicator is the man who says nothing at all. Warren Buffett has a cash position of over $330 billion. Cash. Warren Buffett might be too nice of a guy to tell the world that he's waiting on the sidelines with all this cash and that it's going to come crumbling down and he's going to laugh his ass all the way to $1 trillion. He might have friends that are upside down. Warren Buffett's sitting on a mountain full of cash. He has doubled his cash position in the last year. From $159 billion to $330 plus. And if you guys don't follow that suit, if you guys don't want to follow what he's doing, I don't know what to tell you. Everyone likes to say, follow the greats. Peter Lynch, Warren Buffett, Ben Graham, Ryan Cohen. This thing about value investing, right? Like GameStop's a value investment for me. If you guys are not familiar with the company GameStop, you should be. It's a very valuable company. And it has done everything right over the last 3 years to shape itself up into what it is this quarter right now. They have the 4th largest cash position of any retail company in America. They generate a profit. They have a cash flow that's not negative. And they have I would tell you they have the fundamentals and structure and the infrastructure built now that puts them in a different category. There's no relationship like it. PSA doesn't have a relationship with a brick and mortar presence anywhere. They do have a relationship with eBay, but not with brick and mortar for delivery, to generate an up, right? To generate this acquisition for the customer. They want to get you there with your cards. They want to get you into the store, foot traffic, all of it. PSA has a relationship with GameStop now. I look at GameStop, and I look at all these Mag 7 companies, and I look at the whole market, and these guys have competition, right? Like, tech stocks are just out to lunch on evals. Because people will tell you, well, PE ratios, right? They like to use that a lot. And PE ratios matter in established companies, not in turnaround stories. That's the first thing. You want to get a sense of value. You want to know what something costs. Well, go ahead and look at book value. Book value is assets minus liabilities, and that kind of gives you a gauge on just how out of bounds you might be. You see, on the simple metrics, things that are simple to start up a business, not to start up this investment juggernaut that's a growth, mega multiplier. That's not what we're looking for yet. But when you look at GameStop, this company that I talk about, they have 5x, 500% more, 5 times. I can say it any way you want. They have 5 times the assets versus liabilities. And a lot of people say, well, where do you think they got those assets, Marantz? Where do you think they got all that cash? They got it from the public. They didn't get it from the public. The public doesn't have the money to move the market. They got it from institutional investors, where they have more than doubled the amount of institutions that actually own GameStop from previous year. When GameStop was $13, $10 a share, and the world was telling you it's only worth $4, and you shouldn't buy it, it is now very sweet spot at $24. Now an amazing price at $25. It's up 100% this year right now. Fiscal year, wraparound, 100% increase. Nobody on Wall Street got in on that? Wall Street missed out on a 100% increase? Somebody should be getting fired. Maybe some analysts that got it wrong that said it's only worth $10 and it's at $25. Maybe they should get fired. Those same analysts that misrepresent what GameStop is, they're the same analysts that say Nvidia is worth $140 a share. And it's not. You see, what's priced in with Nvidia is rainbows. It's golden pot at the end of the road. It literally is already all priced in. $3 trillion. And the S&P is projected to grow 12% this year. Where are you going to find 12%? Does anybody understand what $3 trillion is? 12% of $3 trillion is $360 billion. And I say $360 billion, and let's think about this. How many companies are worth $360 billion? Not many. I can show you Nike that's not $360 billion. Maybe. Nike's up today. I'm laughing. Because I said I really like Nike at 70. I like Nike at 70. Nike gave out guidance. It's at $100 billion, right? $100 billion company. Been around forever. Staple. Symbol looks amazing. Everybody knows what it is. The swoosh. Yeah, you won't even get it. You won't even touch it. My point is, you have to have a large amount of market cap, a large amount of money every year pouring in. Where's the top? You can't get to $6 trillion. Where'd that money come from? All right. Shout out to Dan Bongino. Is that his name? My boy Dan Bongino. The new deputy FBI director. Appointed, Cash Patel. Dan amazing man. I love his podcast. And I used to watch him before I met Almo, and I watched him more after I met Almo, because Almo's diehard on anybody on Rumble. So learned a lot on that. And that just means we live in a different world. So I'm really happy right now with everyone that's around this administration and the transparency that's coming through. So, hey, some of you guys lean left, some of you guys lean right. I don't care. I'm American. I'm red, white, and blue till the day I die. The stripes behind me mean that. But I just want the best for you if you live in this country. And shout out to, we have, is it Jackie? Jackie Dealer Tits. And your mother, Jackie. Love this damn little pig. Love her. She's cute. And Ruby, of course. And happy birthday, Amber. And everyone else in the chat. I'll read the chat in a bit. I have plenty to go over. But thank you so much. Positive cash flow doesn't necessarily come from operations or investment versus investing. But their turnaround, still creating its future self. Can be. But GameStop's already profitable. GameStop already has a profitability. SPAC. Okay, hold on. Who's this unknown? What is he saying? It came from projected contracts. Unknown. Here we go. Cash exceeding anyone, $5 billion sitting in the sidelines is going to dominate. Yes. GME could become a SPAC as an economy begins its downturn. I believe it can sustain itself with the interest alone, I think. Oh, okay, cool. Don't think. Say it to you just flat out. Don't think. Okay? They're not a financial institution. They're a company. Now, I will tell you, it's pretty fitting. Ryan Cohen put out a tweet called YOLO. He said YOLO back in October. He put a tweet out, and a lot of people speculate that GameStop bought Bitcoin at that time. October 25th, I believe, when the tweet came out. At the time, Bitcoin was $66 million or $66,000 a piece. It's not 193,000, whatever it is. Full speculation for quarter four. What if GameStop came in and bought up and got that price going to the top side, right? And GameStop bought in Bitcoin and pushed it all the way into where it is today. That's why Michael Seller's in the room. That's why Ryan Cohen has an additional follower, Bitcoin Magazine. That's what he follows on Twitter. He only has 2 follows, GameStop and Bitcoin Magazine. He doesn't even follow PSA. But what if? What if they bought in the beginning of the period right now? And what if those are included in on these period 4 numbers? It'd be pretty crazy, huh? I think everybody would go crazy. So I just want you to know it's a possibility. But, what do I know? I'm just a guy that wears GameStop hoodies. That's it. So anyway, I was living off of that what if, but I have a problem right now. Before we go look at all the markets, I know I should be pulling up GameStop market. There was Nike, by the way. Nike looking good at $80, huh? Hey, Marantz, were you right about that one? Hey, guys, I really like Nike at 70. Hey, when it hit 68, yeah, I don't think it should be down there. I think Nike should be way up there. Like 110. I'm just saying. Look at this. Woo! Woo! Go, Nike, go. Get above it. If Nike can get above that 50-day moving average, start holding on and start fighting back to the 200, you'll be in a good range here. They just got to break past. But give it time. Nike can do its thing. It's right here. It already broke past today. So that's going to be awesome. Yeah, that'll be their new support, the 200-day. So it's going to be hard to push them down. I like it. I like Nike. I do. I really like Nike. All right. But, we'll talk about this other stuff in a minute. We're going to go look at GameStop for a bit. GameStop bouncing off like you knew it would. Bounced right off 200-day moving average, come right back up into it. We're still in this wedge. We're going sideways up until about earnings, and then we'll break out. Could this wedge be off by a little? It could. It could be off by a little, but I'm telling you, it's earnings, the catalyst, and you're going to get up out this zone. These these numbers that are going to be announced are going to be phenomenal. Be life-changing for a lot of people if you knew how to give it value. But maybe Wall Street doesn't. Maybe Wall Street's going to, hit us where it hurts and, bring the stock price down. And, it's going to suck, man. Because, I'm just going to have to buy more. I'm just going to buy more at the bottom. I mean, I'm okay with it. The bottom being $24. You guys like this? The whole market's selling off. Everything's coming down, crumbling. And GameStop, yeah, sideways. Still going sideways. I don't mind it one bit. So, but thank you. Not a fan of what ifs. That sounds like another YouTuber. Yeah, PH? Hey, PH, do me a favor. You've come here before. And you say I sound like another YouTuber, right? Okay, good. So here's what I'll do for you because you've been here before, okay? I'll let you learn what it is, okay? What if you listened more and spoke less? What if you did that? Okay? I sound like another YouTuber. You want to talk about another YouTuber? You want to see how disconnected other people are from this world? Well, let's talk about PPCs, right? Still telling people to invest money into Bed Bath & Beyond does not exist. It's not even possible to put more money in. And they lost all their money. Buy their shitty coin? Oh, great. Let's go back to the original King Grifter called Trey Trades. Yeah, Trey Trades puts out this tweet. We'll go for it. I got all night for you, buddy. Thank you for pissing me off. I was actually having a decent morning. But then some people want to come out here and speak out of turn. So let's do it. Let's sound like other YouTubers here. Here's Trey Trades. Mr. I take steroids, anabolic steroids, and I lost $1 million in the market. That's who I want to follow. That's who I want to listen to. Trey Trades, the bought and sold for plant of this whole movement. This same Trey Trades that lost people thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars, in AMC. The same Trey Trades. I'll stop. Let me just come at you logically. Trey says, I have $3,000 in emergency cash. $1,000 is going into you this week. So really, it's $2,000. Unity software, guys. Oh, I've seen this Unity software plant. It happened 2 months ago. Telling everybody they're invested into this damn thing. So everybody, the PPC crew, them announcing it. Now, Trey, here we go. My portfolio has $450 in it. Started with $200 3 weeks ago. Oh, how we can relate, Trey. Oh, how we can relate. Only $450? Only $200? Wait, you don't have $10,000 to pay the Wolf of Wall Street to come talk to you about Bitcoin? No, you don't have that anymore? You don't have the millions of dollars you made off the market? No. Taxes, steroids, ignorance, arrogance. Sharing so I can come back to this at the end of the year and see how things have gone. That's why you're putting this out there? You pinned the tweet. You said the tweet to thousands of people. So you can come back to this. You couldn't write it down on a paper? How about you tattoo it on your ass, Trey? Could you do that? Look in the mirror as you flex in it and look at my back muscles. Oh, by the way, I invested into you. No? Okay. Sharing so I can come back to this. Then he writes, oh yeah, not in the same tweet. Buying a chunk. This is another one, another tweet. Buying a chunk of you this next week. Long-term hold. Oh, I've heard that before. AMC, I'm going to hold it with you, fellas. While he's selling contracts, while you guys are buying in. Selling them. Been in an accumulation range since mid-2022. Looks like it's going to have a great year. Will eventually own enough to will against my shares as well. You write all the cover calls you want to write against this. Going to continue to buy over time. I don't care what you do, just sharing. Unity software, Trey. You're putting in $1,000 and you're going to run the wheel against it? I'm sorry, guys. I got to look at this really quick. Unity software. I'm stupid. Or I must be. Or he thinks I am. It's $27. So how many shares did you buy? 40? Okay, you bought 40 shares. All right, let's rock the world with 40. But not only does your tweet come out at the right time of the pump and dump that it is, yeah, gap up, dump. This is on earnings. Gap up, you tweet, now we start dumping. You might be the world's worst trader. But hey, Trey, I'll help you out because you got AMC wrong. You didn't understand fundamentals then. You're not going to understand them now. Hi, this is Unity. Don't worry, guys. I do this all morning. Unity software. Let's go ahead and look at the 8K first. Here we go. Is the leading platform to create and grow games and invent interactive experiences. I don't care. I don't care what you say it is. Let's see what it is. Fourth quarter. Revenue. Down. That's going to suck. Are they cutting? What's the guidance? Portfolio. 442 million compared to 428. Oh, you're up 4%. Create Solutions revenue was up or down. Down. Sucks. Grow Solution was down. Net loss of $123 million. Not a problem for the quarter. I don't even care about this stuff. Do I even care about this? Revenue was 1.8 versus 2.1. Down. Is this what they do? They just give you the info they want to give you? Is that what they're doing here? Bro, well, let's do one better. Let's just go look at the numbers. I'm really good with numbers, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. Revenue. Down. Cool. Cost of revenue. Down. Not too bad. Gross profit. Down a lot. Research and development. Not so much R&D. Cool. Down. Sales and marketing. Down. SG&A. Up. General administrative costs. Up. That's not good. I don't like that ratio. The amount lost. Hold on. $755 million. Why are you so attracted to companies that lose practically $1 billion a year like AMC and now Unity? Hey, that rhymed. They're getting better. They only lost 900, only lost 800, only lost 600. They're going to get there 4 years from now, long-term holder. These are metrics that show improvement, I guess. And I'm very excited for this company. You know what's crazy part though, Trey? I read a lot. Like when I say I read a lot, I read every line of a 10K. Every line. I'm so sorry I'm not showing you. I was supposed to be showing you guys this right here. Sorry, guys. So I was going to show you this. Lost. They've lost in the last 3 years, over $2 billion. Their sales are coming down from 2.1 to 1.8. Lost, right? 10%. But they're not shrinking. They're not supposed to be. They're a growth company. This is different. But I got more. Unity. Roy and Kitty didn't put it out there. Like, this is crazy, man. Hey, Karen, don't start with me. If you don't know what the hell's happening, they took a meme. It was a Rick James meme. It wasn't even Rick James. It was Dave Chappelle. And it was like this that Roy and Kitty put out. And everyone goes, oh, look at the ring on the finger says Unity. So? Holy shit. My sweater, I'm here right now, guys. It says Super Mario Brothers. No, Marantz means super microcomputers. And you're going to buy super microcomputers because they're going to get delisted tomorrow. Super microcomputers gets delisted tomorrow. The day before Nvidia earnings. I'm waiting for the fucking Armageddon. It's going to happen. You know, I got to help you guys out with this Unity software thing. You know, I've seen a lot of bullshit in my day. And I understand, the one thing I understand more than anyone is the infiltration of social media via misinformation fed to people. Right? Like someone whispers something to you in a DM, an interview, in a headline, and then people go and put out that news, that information. Next thing you know, there's a whole world following you. So if you're speaking truth, you get pushed to the back. You don't get the retweets, you don't get the views, you don't get the follows, none of that. You want to lie to people, oh, you're going straight to the front of the line. I've learned this over my years. I've been doing this a while. Can I teach you, Trey? Trey, can I teach you? I mean, shit, I just did Connect the Dots part 86 yesterday. Can I do 87 today? Like right here in front of you, Trey? Or how about you, America? Can I tell you what Trey Trades is really doing? And why he's an idiot? And where did he get this idea that Unity software has been in the buy zone since 2022? Hold on. Let's go look at it first. Let's just see if we're so right. I'm on the daily chart here. And this stock, this is 2022 right over here. In 2021, $210, the equivalent. We've lost 90% essentially, all the way down to where it is today. Okay? This is the stock he wants you to buy into because he thinks it's a buying opportunity since 2022. Been in an accumulation stage since it stepped down over here in 2022 to around $50 a share. Came all the way down to 13. But as it comes all the way down and it fights back up, no, this is a recovery, right? Or maybe this is a continued pump. I mean, because Trey, where were you then? Where were you here? How long have you been buying it, Trey? But you know what's crazy, Trey? You said it's been in accumulation stage in 2022, so I'm trying to figure out, Mr. Trey Trades, if I read it right. Connect the Dots part 87. Clip it. So as I go to this website called the SEC Edgar system, and I go ahead and look at this 10K, and I'm reading the 10K line by mother effing line. Something catches my attention. I went to this new document here, and this is the S8, and I was reading. They were like, hey, we're offering shares. We're offering more shares, an employee incentive share program. We've talked about this before because I started looking into this stuff. That's another guy on YouTube, you know, on Twitter, whatever. My boy, because I can. So he's in here, call him Bick. And I noticed, okay, they're offering shares, and it says reinstated plan right here. Unity Software and Iron Source Share Incentive Plan as amended and reinstated November of 2022. And I go, 2022? Trey, 2022? Well, what the hell is Iron Source? Hold on. You mean to tell me something that I have to go look up myself? Hi, Iron Source. I go look them up. $1 billion startup club. Iron Source. One of the 20 hottest startups from Tel Aviv. And as I scrolled down, I started seeing private equity names that are very familiar to me, like CVC Capital Partners, acquired a minority stake in Iron Source for $400 million. Then I saw 2021, Iron Source went public via merger with a SPAC backed by private equity firm Tama Bravo. Is that how you say it? I know this one. Talked about him on private equity on the Connect the Dots. Then I go down and I see it. In 2022, July 2022, they agreed to buy Iron Source, Unity Technologies, in an all-stock deal worth $4.4 billion. So then I go, oh, I get it. Private equity. Hi, we're here. We just happened to push out some bullshit information about a $5 billion company that we're all of a sudden supposed to get invested with because Trey trades. Goes, my account is $200 right now. But all of a sudden I have $3,000 emergency cash. Trey, you had $1 million. You had $1 million. More than $1 million. And all you have is $3K? $3K. And we all know you're not pumped up on Flintstone vitamins. So I don't want to do business with a drug addict. I don't want to take stock advice or information about any investment from you. Hell no. I want to see these videos, Trey. Make a video. Don't just do a tweet. Make a video. Show me. Now, I got other questions, Trey. Like, why haven't you bought GameStop? It was at $10. It was in a buy zone. It's in the demand zone now. On a 4-year run, this is the average. $24.90 is the average of GameStop. So maybe it's a buy right now. But no, we're going to push out some bullshit called Unity software where nobody knows what it does, who's on the board of directors. Oh, wait, I already told everybody. Private equity. Why? That's the other question. Why? You bought and paid for, kid. You bought and paid for, and I figured it out. Figured it out in the afternoon. Trey, let me show you something. This is a chart. This is a chart as of last month. The number one, sorry, I was getting thrown off. The number one in overvaluation across the board. Combined trailing PE ratio, forward PE ratio, price to book, EBITDA, Q ratio, market cap to GDP, all of it. The highest the market's ever been. Do you see those dates? Do you see the crash? Warren Buffett started investing money back in the 60s. Little textile company started doing his thing, right? Berkshire Hathaway. You don't think he's lived this market before? He's positioned himself with $300 billion, waiting for it to come all the way down to correction level and scoop up what you can at the bottom. It's okay. It's okay, guys. This is a true chart. This is your economy. We'll get back to it in a minute. I want to rant about something else for a bit while you guys look at some other things. Toy pig beyond impossible meat. Ridiculous. You wear a helmet for GameStop earnings, but you need prospectus cap for Nvidia earnings when it goes down. Yeah, I mean, absolutely, Hidden. Absolutely. Let's think about this. The Philadelphia Eagles. Hey, yo, Philly, you listening? And all you Philly fans. And who's the Philly fan in here? Trust me, bro? No. My boy, God, what's his name? I know it when I see it. It's my dude. Man, I can't remember his name. He's a Philly fan. If you're an Eagles fan, you know who you are. But there's a guy in the chat that I know. The Philadelphia Eagles reported don't want to go to the White House. What bullshit is this? Not only do I not celebrate the NFL, and I don't celebrate the Eagles at all. I'm a Cowboys fan. But I was just starting to like Jalen Hurts. I was like, you know what, Jalen? He's been through the shit, bro. He was number one at Alabama, got benched at Alabama, left, went to Oklahoma, did his thing. Amazing Heisman Trophy winner. I'm like, Jalen Hurts just won the damn Super Bowl, and then he's, we're not going to White House. Then don't go, stupid. All of them. All of them on my shit list. They always have been. I hated them anyway. Don't want them there anyway. I bet you the Chiefs would have went. I bet you they would have went. Not Philly. Philly's on my shit list for life. And it's okay. I named the show Network versus Not Work. Anybody know why? You should network more with other people in your same industries. You should do all of that. If you don't network, you might not work. The difference between network and not work is one letter. That is the difference. So I want you guys in your professional fields to keep that top of mind. Make sure you're networking versus not working. I just thought I'd say that. I don't know. I was trying to catch up. I didn't get to watch Nobody Special Finance this morning because I was prepping for this show, and I didn't get to see. I don't know if he's live right now. I don't know, but I know that he was going to have that headline about Apple and about the 20,000 employees that they're going to be hiring over the next couple of years. But $500 billion, like I said, is just a political stunt. If you're looking around, people are dialing back what they spend on AI. A lot of people trying to get value and trying to generate a return off of their spending that they've done. I don't know how they're going to implement it. I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know what their plan is. I don't think they know. You know, everyone keeps asking for direction from GameStop, and Ryan Cohen said, Ryan doesn't have a plan. Ryan, $5 billion in the bank, and what's he doing? What's he doing? I want answers. And I'm just looking at him, just like, you want answers from Ryan Cohen? Where's your damn answers for Jensen Huang? Where's your answers for Elon Musk? Where's your answers for Tim Cook? Where's your answers for anyone in these spaces that are doing mega cappers, that have mega multipliers? Like, what are they going to go? How are they going to continue this unsustainable growth? Where's the money going to come from? Jack and the Giant Beanstalk? I don't know if you have 3 beans that you want to plant, but there is no way on God's green earth that you can go from 3 trillion to 4 trillion to 5 trillion to 6 trillion every year. It's not going to happen. It's not possible. The word is possible. So, I'll be here. And I'll tell you, what if GameStop bought? Shut up. You can't, you shouldn't say that, Marantz. MicroStrategy is about $2 billion more worth of Bitcoin right now. They're crazy. They're crazy. They're just buying Bitcoin, and their evals go up, and they borrow more money. Everybody's borrowing money. There's one company out here that hasn't borrowed a dime in 4 years. There's a company out here that has not borrowed a dime in 4 years. It's GameStop. Do you think people know? I hope not. I have to go look. Well, I don't have to pull it up. It was Robinhood. Robinhood's doing well right now. Coinbase, I guess, is going to do better. You know, the SEC dropped a case against cryptocurrency holders for fraud against it. You know, and it's okay. I don't expect the SEC to do anything, and the Department of Justice, I mean, because that's what I'm used to. That's what I'm accustomed to. I saw that Citadel was paying money to see your trades before you make them, and I'm talking about fractions of a second before you make it, but the algos can pick it up. But they pay like $900 million to see your trade. I mean, it makes you wonder. Makes you wonder what you could do at a poker table if you could see everyone's cards. And that's the equivalent. So it's very unfortunate that people, we live in this society, we live in this world that allows for non-transparent markets. And it's hard to put regulation and rules on it because this is a fixed game a long time ago. I'm playing the same fixed game as you. I'm just buying the one thing that I think needs to find true value. You know, I was going to tell you guys this about like Warren Buffett. The reason why Warren Buffett's so successful is because of the cash that he has on hand. He lives a lifestyle. I don't know if you guys know this, if you guys have ever seen his like documentaries. He lives a lifestyle that warrants nothing. he still eats a $3 amount of breakfast from McDonald's every morning. The same McDonald's, the same Cadillac that he drives, and he lives in the same house in Omaha. Like, he lives at a level that his time horizon is infinite. The amount of money he's waiting on to make, it does not matter. He doesn't owe it to anyone. He doesn't have to give an explanation as to why. He's sitting on cash. People go, oh, he's sitting on cash. Okay. Well, he can wait as long as it takes for this correction to happen and for pricing to come down and values to come together. I think the biggest part of that is when you're value investing, it's most value investors like myself and like you. You're a value investor, believe it. You guys are waiting for the value to get priced correctly. That's it. And a lot of people can't wait. A lot of people, they want to show gains. They want to talk about successes. They want to talk about wins. Well, the wins that are attributed to you over time, you can't just give them value that day. Can I give you guys examples like in life? Like, you guys should have them right there. You're raising a child. You're raising a child to do the right thing when no one's watching. You're raising this child to eventually one day take care of you while being an asset to society, because you know what? You took care of them for this long. All that investments that you've done to your children, you know, I've always done the thing where I want to teach my kids the things that I didn't know. Not that I want to give my kids the things that I didn't get. I don't want to buy them every candy bar. But I definitely want to teach them all the things that no one ever taught me. So I'm always working on that angle. And it's going to take them years before they actually, receive any fruit from that labor. The return on that investment of time and knowledge, it's not going to come to value today. I know that. But in time, 30 years from now, they're going to look and they're going to, you know what? My dad was the most dedicated man ever to the causes that he believed in. He worked so hard. He never missed a day of work. He always showed up early. He was always on time. He always was dressed apart. He always looked apart. Like that, day in and day out of beating it. I'll have to explain it to them. I don't have to be like, look at me. I don't have to do that shit. I just have to let them see what hard work really is. It pays off. Who is doubting Warren Buffett right now? Warren Buffett has been investing for the last 60 years, 70 years. Successfully. You don't doubt him. You don't walk over him and be like, yeah, what do you know, old man? You're 93 years old. You don't know shit. You don't do that. You say, you know what, bro? This guy is the real deal. He understands what the hell he's doing, and he's doing it. It's the same thing that's happening right now. Well, at what point are people going to realize Ryan Cohen is the greatest investor of the new era? Of all these 30-somethings. And for all you guys out there, Brian Sozi, and anyone else that wants to come to the table against Ryan, ask yourself, Ryan's up billions of dollars on his investments. Billions. They don't give it credit when it's due, but it'll happen. It'll happen. Okay? I just want you guys to know that. And we'll wait for it. I got to go look at the stock. Hold on. Let me go look at it. There's a stock I want to look at really quick. A stock that's very, and then we'll go over some charts, some other stuff too. But this is a stock that's very important to me that I'm going to pull up. It's DPZ. Domino's. Hey, we order Domino's a lot, okay, when we can. Domino's came crashing down, right? All the way down for earnings. They had a double miss, and these are like those indicators that tell me the economy is like not doing so well. Because people don't spend money. Like when they're hungry, like this was like recession proof almost. I need pizza. Well, what happens when you can't afford pizza? You know, I have a big problem with Domino's getting value of over $15 billion. This stock should not be this big. Okay? And I'm going to tell you why it shouldn't be this big, and you guys can track it with me and understand what this company's actually worth. Let's go here, though. GameStop, you look great. I want to teach you guys something. Let's go here. Let's go here. Okay. I don't know why my ear is messing with me. Okay. So here's Domino's, and here is your quarterly. We'll go trailing 12. It's fine. We'll go to income, and I'll just show you exactly what you're looking at. So you have higher revenue than you've had in the past. The thing about having higher revenue is the cost of cheese and the cost of production, all the above, right? It's up there. So your gross profit is flat. Now your gross profit's flat, but yet you brought in more revenue. That can be misleading. SG&A is flat. You can't deduct anything from it. So your operating income is here. The problem that you have with operating income is you're paying out $200 million in interest every quarter, like clockwork. $195 million every quarter. There's no stopping it. It's going to continue to happen. So your net income is at $500 million. This is a company that's established, guys. These are the ones where you go, oh, P ratios matter on companies like this. Absolutely they do. When you look at something like this on Domino's, you come in and you'll look at shares outstanding. You go, wait a minute, they only have 34 million shares? 34 million. So that's why they're 400 something apiece. Yeah, that's why. But as you look at everything, you look at the PE ratio of 27. You say, well, maybe that's not good or maybe that's flat. Guys, Domino's just agreed to pay out a 15% more dividend. They already pay a $6 dividend per share. $6 off of 450, not the greatest amount, not crazy, but here's why I have this problem. Balance sheet. They agreed to pay more of a dividend per share by 15%, and they only have $186 million cash. It's like you're playing with fire. You guys have to see it coming from a mile away. We're talking about a company that's total assets, period, is 1.7 billion. 1.7 billion. Market cap is almost 10x their assets. To give you an example, GameStop has over $6 billion, $5 billion worth of assets. If they were trading at 10 times, they would be a $60 billion company right now. This is how grossly overvalued this company is. As I go to this company and I look at them having $3.8 billion worth of debt, remember they're paying $200 every quarter. They're sitting on liabilities north of 5.7. Think about it, guys. Assets versus liabilities. They have retained earnings of $4 billion loss. They have shareholder equity of negative $4 billion. They have a book price. What's their book value per share? Negative $115 per share. This is such an upside down company that for people to tell me that it's worth $15 billion when their assets are only 1.7 billion, how in the hell could you do this? It's one of the worst investments you'll ever make. One of the worst run companies you'll ever make. But look at the value they're given. Look at this. One of the worst run companies you'll ever see in the world. I just showed you they borrow money. They don't necessarily make a profit. I know what people say, well, Marantz, but they made $700 million profit. They made $700 million. What did it cost them? It cost them everything. How'd they get there? They got there. Look at this chart, guys. How in the hell does a company get value for having the most upside down balance sheet? And then the complete opposite is happening right now with a company like GameStop, where they have the most magnificent balance sheet. If you can find, in this company here, it used to be $100 more a share. So if you could literally, which would be what, 34 billion, outstanding. So 300 million more dollars. Yeah, could you find $3 billion more dollars out of this? Could you find 18 billion in Domino's? Somebody does. Somebody thinks it's worth that. $18 billion. Retained earnings of $4 billion loss with absolutely no assets on hand, no cash. They are broke. And they already borrowed all the money in the world. This is a company, okay? Domino's is a company and a stock that is one wrong move away from falling apart, from someone coming in and buying up everything. The only reason why they can't come in and buy everything because that stock price is too much. It's extremely overvalued. You don't get to have $1 billion in assets and $6 billion literally in liabilities, and your eval is 15 to 18. No way. This is a pump. And they just announced a bigger dividend yield, and I'll never understand it. And I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to warn you now. There's companies like this that have been around forever that live off the name rather than the true fundamentals. Remember your guns. Remember your fundamentals. If you remember your fundamentals, guys, when it comes to investing, then you'll understand why this one's overvalued, which I'll put it on my list just to keep showing you, because I know I'm right on this. You might be too. This one's undervalued at $80. I told you it's undervalued at $70. I really like Nike at 70. I don't know how many times I did it. This is a dead company that Trey Trades is telling you to invest in, and it's private equity driven. Unity, trash. I told you about this company and its downfall. It being down 99% is not. It's not a surprise to me. I knew that the sheet was upside down. I know that they're a heartbeat away from bankruptcy. They're that bad. They just won't tell you the truth. United Healthcare at 628 all the way down to 460. These companies are in great position for this correction. Nvidia came all the way to the top, Carvana came all the way to the top at 300, just come back down almost 100 loss. If we go to the weekly, you'll see it. But they lost almost $100 a share already. This is not a real thing, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about when it happens. Alibaba, I told you guys I love this stock at 50, 60, 70. That's where it was. I showed the lines, showed you that it was going to have a breakout, and guess what? It's gone. It's gone. Maybe Ryan Cohen's listening to me, whatever it may be. This is a company that's not worth anything right here. $39.91, $8 billion worth of market cap on Bath and Body Works. Never touch it. I know exactly. It's just as bad as the one I just showed you at Domino's. Playboy, you couldn't get it going up? No, you couldn't? There you go. I wouldn't touch it either. Don't worry. They try to get a story, and they try to get you excited because they said Ryan Cohen interviewed for Playboy to buy it. Well, Ryan, if you're buying it, buy it at the bottom. The very bottom. Not right now. GameStop, love the stock. Costco, love the stock and the story. Super Microcomputers. This company is going to be delisted tomorrow, depending if they file their 8K that says, hey, we intend to file a 10Q and a 10K, but they can't even get that out. These guys are criminals and fraudulent accounting practices. And sure enough, this is their second accounting misstep in the last 5 years. So they've come under investigation again, and that's just the way it goes. In the last 7 years, I apologize. But this is one of the third largest customers of Nvidia. Nvidia can try to distance themselves as much as they want. I want to know where those contracts are valued, Nvidia. You gave them value. And you took earnings and you took profits and everyone sold their shares, knowing damn well that these guys weren't going to do anything. I don't know who pumped it this last whole week. We were talking about this. It going up, but it shouldn't. It shouldn't be anywhere here. And so if you're in it right now, I don't want to tell you they're going to delist it, but I'm just going to tell you they're going to get delisted. You can believe me or not. Here's another one I got correct. Plain as day. Falling to the floor. Palantir. I told you at 120, they were out of their minds. 125, no way on God's green earth. And even at $92, it is still too high. They made $12 million worth of profit last quarter. Spare me with the bullshit. $12 million. I don't care if they made $100 million. This company's not worth $200 billion. No. There's nothing there that tells me $200 billion. There's not assets enough. I mean, they got cash. They got $5 billion cash. Is that what we're giving value for? $500 billion cash and $200 million profit? I mean, if they made $400 million this year. So they made $400 million and they have $5 billion cash. That's a $250 billion company? $280 billion company? Great. You show me GameStop, because GameStop has $5 billion cash, and they're going to make $200 to $400 million every year. So you tell me what GameStop's worth. If this one's worth $250 billion, what's GameStop worth? But I told you Palantir was coming crashing down, and they already have. They're going to continue to fall to the ground. This is not the bottom for Palantir. I know. It's tough in this world. Mullen Automotive, I won't even click on it. It's down 99%. People lost every dollar they ever put in. I'm good on all the rest of these charts. I don't care. Let's go talk some other stuff while I look at this damn I told you, bros. I told you. Oh, I can't help everybody. There we go. GameStop actually looks really good. Here's the monthly. Playing out just the way we thought it would. You guys see these bullish pennants. They're massive. These are 4-year pennants. Yes, it's going to be trading in that red box real soon when we get there. We still have some more months to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a whole year. By next year, we'll be trading in this box, and it'll be all she wrote. We'll be up there 1,000, 2,000. People don't understand. They will. Remember, I'm telling you, if you can give those other companies value, you better find the value for GameStop. And then not to mention all the catalysts they have coming their way. So I like GameStop on the monthly. On the weekly chart, still playing out perfect, right along the lines of support. This is right where we want to be on the weekly. We'll see if it can keep going sideways. It can get dropped down. And if it gets dropped down, well, then we'll see how it all opens up. But, yeah, we're going to have a breakout. It's going to be awesome. So, and the breakout we have off of this triangle, the blue line will be the support, along with this added line here with support. But you'll be in this general area here trading up in here for the next foreseeable future. And as you trade in this area here, you're eventually going to get into that red one, like I said. But this is the 30, 40, 35, 25 to 35 range. It's going to be a great thing. It's going to be a great thing. But you're not going to ever drop below $23 after that time frame. And you'll keep pushing up. This water never stops rising. That right there, that line, this line right here, this red line, I say the water never stops rising, actually stems from 64 cents a share in 2020, way back here. And you have been just walking up the line. This is buy and hold, by the way. We buy, we hold, we buy, we hold the whole way. You just keep walking. That's the true level of support, that red line. And we held it. We held it at $9. And at $9, it went all the way to 80 in the pre-market. And people just don't understand the value, how amazing it is. So that's GameStop right there on the daily. Here's GameStop touching down to that 200-day moving average. 200-day moving average is that yellow line, which is fine. We're trading between 200-day and 50-day. 50-day has been our level of resistance, 1 and 2, after we fell into the zone. That zone, we can either keep going sideways here and eventually inch up and gone, but it's going to be tough. I'd say we break out somewhere in like 320 to 326 time frame. So 320 to 326, you should see the jump up to the top side and start walking up another line. So that's what I see. But, I've been wrong. But I'm not wrong. That's the difference. Thank you again for the super chat and support of the channel. Appreciate you guys. Just got home and now going to take off to work. Good job, Burton. Keep grinding, bro. Rants, if Ryan gets or got into crypto, what's your thoughts on Loopring play? Well, we've been in it before. I'm not a fan of NFT marketplace for value and for cash. I like more physical. I'm a physical guy. That's why I like the PSA arrangement and partnership. Larry Cheng put out a tweet last night. He said that he had transferred all of his cards from PSA or even his personal collection to the vault. And if you guys don't know what the vault is a feature where they hold all your cards. PSA does. PSA has these holding vaults around the country, And they're massive rooms that are controlled with climate, and they hold your cards, and they keep an inventory of them. They all PSA graded cards. And the best part about it is you don't have to physically have the cards anymore. PSA's the broker of your stock, right? Just like there would be, like you have Fidelity shares. And let's just say you want to sell a card. If you want to sell a card, you go to PSA, the website, and you click on the card, and they'll get you value, and they'll sell it for you on eBay for you. You don't have to sell it yourself. They do all the legwork. They're the middleman. They do everything, and they get a portion, and you get your value, and you're able to buy more cards and throw them right into the vault. It's no different. So that's how collectors are keeping their collections. And, it's certainly, as of now, it's not like Fort Knox, but we'll do the audit soon enough. We'll see what the cards are. Thanks, Marantz. Oh, you're welcome. $30 to $95 is not crashing down. Correct. Hope everyone is having a great day, yeah. It says Trey pumped Mullen for a day or two as well. He kicked off the retail buying frenzy. I'm convinced he's hired just to pump. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the guy's broke. The guy's a drug addict. And an admitted drug addict. I'm not just saying that. He said it. But he literally, thanks for the support and concern while I heal up. Yes, sir. Hope your shoulder gets better, whatever you had separated. You're the most active 72-year-old I ever met in my life, bro. So keep doing. Trey trades, literally trades, has traded, his integrity for your investment losses. He has zero integrity, doesn't care about the investors themselves. He'll use phrasing like, this is what I'm doing, but yet doesn't really show compassion for your loss because he'll just minimize it, or he will marginalize your losses by telling you he lost more than you. Well, I lost $1 million. I don't care. You know what I care? I care about the kid who put in 500 that he didn't have and try to see if AMC was going to go to the moon like you promised. I was there. I saw it. Everybody saw it. And to put Adam Aaron and give him a platform and access to people, that's the part that I'm so reserved on who I put on the show and how I do it. It's tough. It's tough for me to be in your shoes because I take so much responsibility with the platform. And if people knew that, they do. People do know that. So, anyway. I don't know if I'm getting sick again. Damn, dude, I hope not. All right, let's go look at this really quick while we talk and do our thing. Quitters never win, winners never quit. Source, actual facts. Trey Trades is a quitter. Oh, man, this guy. Don't get me started. Did he get past basic trading? That's what I was worried about. I was like, man, I hope you make it past AIT, Trey. I do. All right, let's check this out. I don't know. He's an officer. He probably went to Q School or whatever it was. Is it Q School? What's it called? I don't even know. Green to gold. That's what we used to do. They try to get you to go. All right, guys, here's the cards. Here's GameStop website. Here's their cards available to you right now. The amount of Pokemon cards available to you are 34. 34 total Pokemon cards because everyone's buying them. Right? Like, it's outrageous. 1,689 cards available to the public. Plenty of people keep buying cards. Here's my portfolio, guys, just so that we're clear. I'm currently sitting on $24,000 worth of GameStop, and I am up 95.81% for the year. So, very happy with the totals of what I've been able to make. More than 4 times the S&P 500. I am 4 times the Dow Jones. I am just a monster. And you're not, Wall Street. You're not. Got you beat. The position itself has, 51 shares. But we do okay. And we're still buying every day. I put my buy orders in the Discord today. It was pretty cool. And that was the bulk of what I wanted to talk to you guys today. Just current events, what we had going on. I want to see, do I have anything written down? I'm just looking at my chicken scratch. 250,000 square foot building in Houston for Apple. Cool. Nvidia earnings are on Wednesday. Pay attention to that. I'm waiting for that to come out. I know there'll be a housing report comes out, some more jobs reports coming out. So a lot of information coming out this week. It's a big earnings week. Oh, Alibaba. Alibaba went ahead and said they're going to put in $53 billion into AI and the cloud. This is 10 times more, or this is more than the last 10 years combined. So they're actually putting money into these new technologies. And now's the time to do it while everyone else has paid top dollar. Excuse me. While everyone has paid top dollar to do it. Guys, I really don't sleep. It's tough. The thing is this. Everyone paid top dollar. Okay, all the whatever, the Mag 7 companies. Now all these guys are coming in for cheap. And what they're doing is they're actually learning how to develop AI at a lesser rate. Not as much money into power and the grid itself. And every year, every 6 months, somebody finds a new, cheaper way to do it. The biggest concern right now with AI is the security of it. The security with the information and security, and there's a whole panel for this. But Microsoft is doing the most it can to implement these new security practices. But like I told you, DeepSeek won the battle because they're open source. And it kind of blew people away because it's like everyone's monetizing off of this idea of selling, data centers and power and the AI itself, just the name, the idea. So everyone's cashing in with a fee. Then you got somebody like DeepSeek comes out and they go, you know what? You guys can charge all you want. I'm not going to charge. And they say, we're just going to give this information to the people. So it's going to create competition. It's actually going to go ahead and limit the amount of top side that some of this market has. So addressable market caps are going to get, tightened up, or certainly with Nvidia earnings coming out. But a lot of this market is just waiting for that. So they'll wait for Wednesday. I'll wait for Wednesday. And hopefully I'll be around on Wednesday. I have that interview with the United Kingdom podcast, The Gist. So I'll be doing an interview there. I don't think I'm going to record. Well, I'm not going to live stream that interview. I'm going to let him get his views from his platform. But if I'm somewhere, I'll make a copy. I'll get a copy of the link and I'll send it to you guys so you guys can show up if that's fair. That's best I can do. But, I'm busy, man. You're busy too, guys. I appreciate you guys so much. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to be gone for the rest of the day. A quick hour and 20 minutes right here. So appreciate you guys so much. Thanks again for all the love and support of the channel. I'd be nothing without you guys. Kid Caribou, thank you for the $15 super chat. I'm going to do my best, man. The interview's on Wednesday. I don't know what time. I forgot to check the time, but it should be like morning time, my time frame. So we'll see. Appreciate you, Frank, as well. Yes, sir. Let me go get back at it. I have things to do. I'm going to grind. I'll get at you guys. Man, that's pretty much it. Let me see. Do I have another? Yeah, I'm just going to take off on that. All right. Thanks again, guys, and take care. And if I don't see you soon, keep grinding, all right? Do I have a song I want to play on the way out? You guys got any requests? You got a request? Yeah, oh, you like that song? Me too. Yeah, I'll play a song. I always get told I don't play enough rock songs. So I just want to tell you now, sure, I listen to a lot of rock when I need to, when I'm out there doing my thing. I just want to say, yes. I agree with you, Stacks. I agree with you, the rest of you metalheads out there. Love you guys so much. It keeps you running. Yeah, I got you. I'm going to play something that I want to hear right now. I just feel like listening to it. So I know he's working right now, and he's kicking ass and taking names. We're watching GameStop right now at $25.90, but the songs won't stop. I'm going to keep playing till the day I... Song by The Fray, I apologize. It's called How to Save a Life. They're from Denver, bro. They're from Colorado, if I'm not mistaken. It reminds me of Stacks. Whether or not they're really from Denver or not, that song just reminds me of Stacks. How to Save a Life. That boy saved my life plenty of times. Shout out to you guys. Welcome back. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. I will not be leaving. I'm literally going to sit right here and watch the stock because I drew this red line. I just drew it. You guys saw me draw it a while ago. And what do you know? It bounced right off of it. The other telling factor on GameStop today is that 200-day moving average that's coming in at 25.16 touched down all the way to 25.26 today. That means it came down to 200-day moving average and walked right the hell off of it. So yes, I think GameStop's bouncing back and forth, finding double bottoms, yet still going to the top. You can call it a head and shoulders. You can call it a double bottom. W. We'll see if it actually finishes it out and it actually breaks out of this, well, I guess, ascending wedge, triangle, Dorito, what do they want to call them these days? I really don't care. But I'm here for you guys. I'm here for you guys a little longer. We'll keep watching the charts. I'm on the daily right now. I'll go ahead and go to the monthly and the weekly and the minute chart. I'll keep it going. So, oh, never mind. Hold on, I got to do something. You keep going. All right. It worked out. So I'm still here. I'm getting messages from work. It's okay. I don't mind. Guys, plenty of headlines out there. If you guys search the world, if you guys want to know what's going on, I showed you how the market's extremely overvalued. And then as you look at it, just beware that is the stock market that you're in right now. You're completely top heavy. And when the richest man in the world is stacking cash, I think you should be doing the same. I know that a lot of people like to say things like, well, Marantz, what does that mean? Because we don't have cash. We're cash strapped. We live paycheck to paycheck. We live in this economy, and we don't have the excess cash that some might. And we're definitely not going to sell off on our stock. Did I not show you the chart? Did I not even show? Look at this. Here's the chart, guys. It bounced off that red line that I drew a while ago. There it was. If you looked at the daily chart, we bounced off the 200-day moving average twice now, and we're going to get up out of the zone. It's going to be amazing. So, yeah. GameStop, strong as hell. So anyway, back to us. Back to what I was saying. I try to tell you guys a couple of where I said it I don't know, 4 live streams ago. I said, where there's smoke, there's fire. Or, there's signals, there will be signs. And right now the biggest sign is, well, there's a couple of big signs. One is going to be Walmart. Walmart went ahead and gave out guidance and it went on a downtrend. If Walmart's willing to concede and say they're not going to come in better than the year previously, well, then maybe they see what's happening. This is the world's largest retailer. When the world's largest retail company talks, you better listen. While everyone else out there is based off of speculation, and I'm talking about Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, Google, everybody's speculative, even Meta. These are companies that are run by bots, that are run by computers, that are run by nostalgia, by feeling. So you know what? I think this is going to be great. I think the cell phone, the Apple phone 10 years ago, the iPhone, whatever it may be, and the iPad and the iWatch and all of that was revolutionary, was brand new. It tasted new. It felt new. Now it's just the same old girl. Do you want to rekindle this relationship, or do you want to just keep kissing the same girl? Do you want to do something different, or you just want to sit there and look at her? Then I say, I still love you, babe. How about you guys get your ass up and do something different? That's what this world needs, and that's what's coming. Because you've plateaued. The market is as heavy as it's ever been, ratio to GDP growth to everything. Why is it that all these metrics that matter, that the way the world's been weighted and averaged against your whole life, this market has had corrections it's not that history repeats itself. It's not that. It's mathematics. It's mathematics, and at some point, someone's going to look around and they're going to be like, I'm the only one here. I'm the only one in the room. I'm the fool. I'm the one who bought the top. I'm the one who's holding this bag. You're not the kid, and I'll say it again, you're not the kid that says, I have $3,000 of emergency money. That's a kid. Don't be fooled by what your value is. Don't be fooled that you don't have money or that you're broke. Do you have food in your stomach? Do you have a car that gets you to and from where you need to go? Do you have clothes on your back? Do you have shoes? Do you have a home? If I had to liquidate you today, what would you have? Well, shit, I can go sell GameStop shares and drive an amazing car. I walk onto the lot with my GameStop money, and I'll buy whatever the hell I want to buy. I can go get an apartment with first and last and move in and have a 2-bedroom apartment with the best TV, the best couch, everything in the world. And I didn't even touch not but 10% of what I have. You're living for a better life. You're invested for the right reasons. While this whole world has you accustomed to thinking you need a $1,000 cell phone in your pocket, you need that $500 watch, you need to be making money like the millionaires that were gifted that money, that were they took it in inheritance, or do you want to work for yours? Because the kid that only has $2,000 to his name thought he just put a third of it into a failed ass company. And then he told the world he did it. And somehow, through the algorithms, through all the information, you found out about it. I didn't break that story. I've been thinking about what I would do if and when. I'll say it a different way. I could quit my job. And without any income survive. It's not because I have money in GameStop. No. And it's not because I have a significant portfolio for my retirement that I've been putting away and stacking, and those shares have gone up 10x. No. It's not because my wife and I put together this infrastructure for, a home in California and living life and making money. It's not that. That's not why I'll survive. I'll live because I believe. I've never given up. I think about all the hardships that have happened to me over the last 25 years. Self-induced. Hard problems. Shit that life is real. I'll think about it. I had met a family and they're like extremely successful, like in business. They started their own business. And it hit the ground running, and it was a risk. And the husband, he started out small, and he's at the highest level in the world, like where he could be, like massively successful. Yeah, they own a gym. And it's like, you own a gym? Like, there's gyms everywhere. And what makes your gym so different? And it didn't matter. It didn't matter what was so different. It just meant that they were a team, and they just decided, we're going to be successful today. And we're going to sacrifice. And you sacrifice for 5 years, and you live amazing for the next 50. But I tell you that story because they have a child that's in a wheelchair. And they have to do all the extras in life. Buy the van that can support and transport, have the railing, the showers have to be a certain way, the bathrooms, the kitchen. $235 plus another, there's $300. $310 this month. On a short month, $310, $320, $330. So maybe $350 total this month so far. On a short month, that's a lot of money to me. $300 this month plus means, I don't know, a car payment or a cell phone bill or, insurance, something. I have found a way to sneak away. And I don't want to say sneak, that's the wrong word, but I found a way to actually save money for myself. And it's the truth. It's the truth, American. God never gives you more than you can handle. And I had said it like 4 years ago. I said, we've all survived 100% of our worst days. All of us. Whatever your worst day was, you've survived it. And I tell you, the pleasures in life, the stuff we're all so accustomed to. Like, I'm sitting here and I got to be at work in a couple hours, and I have ceviche to eat. Oh, thank you. Ceviche to eat. I have a shower to take, and a hot shower that I'm going to love right now. And I get to sit here and think about the markets and make, what it was, guys? I'll tell you what it was. It's so crazy. Don't worry, we're talking. Who cares about the market? So I was saying to myself, like, I was astonished that I lived the way I lived 4 years ago before I got invested with GameStop. GameStop really changed the way I look at things. And I've always been interested in finance the way I am because I've always had my money working in markets, and I would only buy things that I knew. It was a little different. I didn't know GameStop. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know how to really look at it. But I knew that I would see past it. But I was like, okay. But it wasn't even that, guys. Watch this. Do you know the things back in the day that I couldn't live without? I don't live with any of them. That's growth. That's change. Back in the day, I thought I would be torn, and my whole life revolved around Sunday. What games are on Sunday? Oh, I gotta watch football. Hey, babe, we're making food, we're hanging out, we're sitting on the couch, and we're gonna watch NFL football. Guys, it was a lifestyle, like most Americans. And then after football season, after you watch it all, you're like, thank God, okay, it's over. Damn, Patriots won again. And you're like, okay, it's done, that's cool. Now it's Laker season, babe. Yeah, now we're watching Laker games. And these are like 4 days a week, 3 days a week. And you're watching them all the time. Lakers, 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 ESPN, ESPN. Sports. Entertainment. My wife's watching Desperate Housewives. My wife's watching The Real Housewives or whatever. Kim Kardashian and all that bullshit. Keeping up with the Kardashians. All of that meant so much to me. And it doesn't matter to me at all now. I mean, at all. You would go and watch all the sports, be sad over the summer because the Dodgers weren't great to watch at the time, but you'd be like, gotta watch baseball. There's nothing to watch till football starts up again. I'd wait for the weekends to come, like, give it to me off. I gotta watch the game. I gotta do this. Like, it was everything. And then I started paying attention to finance. And I realized, finance and politics keeps you abreast of every issue, keeps you well informed, and you know what's happening in the markets and the trends, and you know where to invest, you know how to invest. And then you learn how to value the dollars you make and where to put them and what to do with them. And I mean, it's like a whole nother world. It's a revelation. Like, if I would have known back in 2008, 2009, 2010 that we were in a housing crisis and that the market was overvalued and was getting corrected, then I would have known to buy a house in the 11 and 12. And then I could have afforded it. People stole houses back then because of the housing crisis. I didn't know about it till I saw a damn movie called The Big Short. God's honest truth. I was buying company stock, just letting it sit there because that's all I cared about. I'll just buy more money in the company stock. That's fine. I didn't care about anything else. And then I started investing myself, and I found out like it's really hard because I was just picking blue chips and names, trying to be like everyone else. That didn't work. Not till you put in the work. It doesn't work until you put in the work. So, I tell you this, right? Because that NFL and that NBA and those social media networks and in your phone, all these apps and everything, it's the circus. It's the circus. And in Roman times, they gave you bread and the circus to distract you. They gave you gladiator games to distract you from the true hardships in life. What's really happening. Roman Empire fell. Took them hundreds of years to fall. The greatest empire next to some of these Ming dynasties or something in the Eastern world. But for us, for the homework we do, America is the greatest country going right now. Most money, most prosperity, most everything. You have all we were born, we were gifted. Everyone in America is a silver spoon in their mouth. They just don't know it. Because they're distracted. My son's distracted by music, video games, girls, cell phone, money. All the things he thinks he has. He doesn't have a job. He doesn't buy any of it. Some of us parents do it so that the kids won't become a nuisance or the kids won't bother you. You've seen them. iPad parents. Sit down. Here's your iPad. Those kids grow up distracted. Then you find some YouTube channels that just might give you the truth. You might find it. You might not. To use the term bullish is a term that I've never really adopted. I had said it one time. I used this phrase and I said, I was bullish on GameStop last night. But now I'm just fucking bullish. Nothing's changed. Don't get distracted, America. Don't do it. I know. They go, Tanya, hit the like button. That's funny. Yeah, Tanya, you're welcome. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the chat. There's a whole crew here. We lost, there was 900 of you here, but then over this time frame, but we lost them all when we started playing all that hard rock music, which I played all that for Stacks a lot. My boy out there in Colorado. Thank you so much, Stacks. Here's the chart. And and I'm bullish on it. So don't get distracted, guys. Stay patient. Stick with whatever you're trying to invest in. Me personally, I see that we bounced off the 200-day moving average. You guys see it there trailing. 25.16 is the 200-day moving average. We bounced off at 25.26. So about a nickel away, a dime away. And we still know that this is trending all the way for the 2-year right here. A year from today, you guys can quote me on it. You guys can come find me on it. A year from today, we'll be trading and getting ready to get into this red box. That's exactly where we'll be. Last year, if you don't remember, last year I said the same thing. Guess where the red box was? Where this current trend is now, because we were at $9, we went up 100%. We actually went up 500%, but don't tell the world. So 100% is where you're at today. If you don't know that GameStop's up 100%, then maybe you live under a rock. But GameStop's the number one investment this side of the Mississippi, and that's only because I'm in California. If you're on the other side, that's on you. It's a 5-year golden cross, going to be something. Yeah, it's going to cross eventually on the weekly. On the monthly chart, this is what they're talking about, guys. They're talking about a monster. This is a monster waiting to happen. This is this is the biggest Dorito of your lifetime. If you know how to read trends and you understand what a bullish pennant looks like, this is it. The top side is coming down while the bottom half, the actual support, is pushing up. When they cross paths, when they actually hit it, it's like releasing a spring. You can ratchet down a spring all you want. Eventually, it's gone. And when it happens, guys, your stock has violent movement. The violent movement being what you saw previously in this trend line. You saw them pushing down and the spring pushed up, and it went up at least 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares just on this time frame, because we're actually doing logarithmic trading. So if you're going to take this huge candle here on this monthly gain, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5. Well, guys, look where you're taking off from here. If we're going to go 4.5 squares, 1, 2, 3, 4.5. You're going to be in this $1,000 range if and when it pops. All it's going to take is a couple of catalysts. The number one catalyst being great earnings. First, that's the first thing and foremost. We're going to have great earnings. We know that's going to come out next month. I will be dancing in the streets, guys. You will see me. Because not only will I take a 6-figure position going into GameStop, you will understand how you make 6 figures turn into 7. So if you're waiting for that $1 million payday, a lot of you guys are really close to it. I'm proud of you, but as much as you can put in or as much as you guys can afford, me personally, I was $10, guys. All I had was $10 today. My lunch money. I will be bringing my lunch to work today. It's just that simple. I'm not going to go ahead and buy anything, and I don't care if the hot dog's $1.50. I won't touch it. I literally will not spend $1. I will get to work, I will get home, and I won't spend another $1 today. I need to budget myself, and I put these restraints on me because I live a different life. I live a different life than all of you, and I could live your life. I could buy the car that I can't afford. I could buy the shoes that people think I need, and I could eat out and just live a life. I don't care. I don't live for me. I don't live for the enjoyment for me. I don't go on vacations like you think I do. I literally live for my children. I live for the next man up. And those kids are going to wonder what the hell dad was doing all those nights in his office. And they're going to be like, oh, you know what? What was dad actually working 12 hours a day for? And then another 4 right there studying on YouTube and studying the markets. Well, I was doing it for the people, not just for myself. So thank you guys again. Keep following what you do. Yeah. What is that? The music was great. Keep up the Metal Mondays. Is it Metal Monday, Heavy Metal Monday? Is that what you want to do? You guys are too much for me, man. Yeah, we did a Metal Monday. I'm not big on metal music, but I had to do it for my boy, Stacks a lot. But Stacks, on my way out the door, I'm going to play one last song just because. How about that? Just because. And if it's for you, it's fine. All the rest of you guys, ignore the music. It's from my boy, Stacks a lot. And I'll find one that I want to play. I had one earlier. It was, dude, I don't want to tell you what it was because then you're going to be like, oh, yeah, that one's good. And then I'm like, no, I don't want to do it. So, but yeah, no, you guys have fun. I'll see you tomorrow. You guys know where to find me right here, Marantz Rantz on YouTube, Marantz Rantz on TikTok and Facebook. Oh, by the way, and on Twitter. But check this out. The other part about that, guys, is I'm finally not banned on TikTok. I was banned for a week because I was telling the truth. I was reading out Fintel data. And Fintel data was telling you that GameStop has 590 institutions invested into it, that multiple institutions increased the amount of ownership of GameStop shares. 15 million shares increased for institutional ownership. Just wait until the next quarter, and the next quarter, and the next quarter. You'll understand it. Thanks again, guys, for hanging out with me. Appreciate you guys. I love all of you. You're my people. You know what it is. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop, GameStop. I'll see you around, millionaires. Stacks, one last metal song for you, and I'm not a metal